nigga off.
Crying about that face. It seems to me like he was just one big mistake. Yeah. You know love ain't guaranteed.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just gonna be so out there, but I just want to make this into a series. I keep talking about series, but have I actually finished the other series on my channel? Today's video is going to be about YouTubers who think they're famous. Obviously these people are famous, so this title is kind of exaggeration. It is quite a reach, it is quite a stretch, but I mean, you clicked it anyways, and I'm sure you guys get what I'm putting down anyways. Some people let things get to their head, some people get too big-headed, and Nikita is just one of them. So I thought we could start off this series very strong with a strong candidate. If you guys are easily offended, and if you guys easily get triggered by me just saying her name, not that Nikita has any stands. Does she? I've never come across somebody who genuinely like supports Nikita, but hi, if you are one of them, hey, I'm sorry if I piss you off. If you guys end up enjoying this video, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and let's just get started. Quick disclaimer, I'm not bashing anything Nikita. Yeah, it sounds like I am. I appreciate someone making their money. I can appreciate somebody grinding and doing something to stay relevant. No, I can't. Scrap that. NIKITA DRAGUN, how did I come across her? I came across Nikita's video when she was transitioning, and I thought that was super cool because I'd never seen anyone be so open and vulnerable when it comes to their journey and when it comes to transitioning. So it was good to hear somebody's story. I remember just watching and just enjoying the vulnerability and the honesty, which is something that YouTube has lacked for the longest time now. Nobody really wants to come on camera and share it all, which is okay because I don't want to sit here and share my whole life story. There's really no point to that, but also because some things are just best kept private. Go and ask anyone on the Pretty Little Liars cast. They will tell you that. Okay, I don't know why that joke wasn't funny.
Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
Thought that she was like a person that I just didn't want to share with the world, and then boom, she transitioned, which is amazing and dope because that's what she's always wanted to do, so I can support that 100%, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. So please do not twist my words and don't think that. But Nikita just became so cocky, so big-headed. I think the fame got to her. I think 100% the fame got to her. And there's a difference between being confident and then just like being too cocky and big-headed, like, oh, I had this, that and the other, I had this now. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a balance, a fine line you should have. With Nikita, you just don't have that. So Nikita started blowing up, and I can appreciate somebody blowing up for the right reasons, but with Nikita, what was the reason? I don't understand what it was. When I go on Nikita's channel nowadays, there isn't much to take. You can't take makeup skills from Nikita because she doesn't offer that for you. You can't go on Nikita's channel in hopes for her to teach you how to like blend your makeup because she doesn't do that. So the thing is with Nikita, I don't know what she actually offers, if I'm being completely honest with you. If you were to say to me you prefer her Instagram content more, I would 100% agree. I mean, over on Instagram, she's pussy stunting, she's like flexing, she's constantly having someone take videos of her. Great. If anything, she offers more on Instagram than she does on YouTube, which is crazy because for most people it's actually YouTube first, especially because you started off with that and that's how you've gained a following. For me personally, she hardly posts. It's rare. The only time she'll probably post is she needs to advertise one of her products, because I think Nikita is very insecure, and this has nothing to do with the surgeries, this has nothing to do with the transition whatsoever, so please let's not involve that. I mean that she's insecure because I don't think I can see Nikita being alone. Some people are just like that. They don't like to be alone, including myself too. I had a phase where I was just so dependent on somebody. I had to go out with somebody. I had to like, in order to have a good time, it had to be with somebody else. But with Nikita, from what it looks like anyway, I just feel like she's so dependent on other people. And this is kind of like Kylie Jenner. I don't see Kylie Jenner just having a good time by herself. She always has to have friends around. If it's not Jordan, it's another black girl. The only way for her to like really feel like the bad bee is by having the validation from other people. And if we don't gas her up, I don't know how to necessarily explain it, but I feel like with Nikita, we have to gas her up. We have to constantly gas her up. I think that's what's got into her head. Somebody who is constantly bashing other people and constantly comparing their looks to other people, like, oh my god, I look like this. Just saying comments like that, I promise you, it comes out of insecurities. And you're probably thinking, Keisha, how do you know? Are you a doctor? Are you trained? Honey, I ain't trained. It's just knowledge, boo. I've been meaning to make a video on Nikita. It was just a matter of when and what would I talk about. But I think it's the perfect way because she's let a lot of things get to her head, meaning she seems to like the validation of other people. She seems to love to hang around celebrities and big faces in order to stay relevant, in order to be somebody, because without those people, she's just a normal beauty guru. Do you know what I mean? And even like that, I wouldn't even classify her as a beauty guru because yes, she has come out with palettes. Is it a palette? I don't know what she's come out with. Purple packaging? I don't know. In all honesty, I can't take anything from Nikita apart from someone who constantly flexes and who constantly loves nice things. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to share your nice things, then cool. But there is a level and there's a fine balance in which I wish influencers and just people in general would understand. But yeah, I think that she personally is insecure, and I think that she will always hide behind that insecurity by just flexing and showing off designer things they have and just showing off, oh my god, I was literally hanging out with Kylie Jenner in the beach, literally, and you weren't there. Do you know what I mean? That kind of attitude has gotten worse over the years, and I've been kind of looking at Nikita for quite some time now, because when she transitioned, I can't remember what year it was, but it was a couple of years ago. From that into the way Nikita is right now, the mindset, girl. But anyways, let's talk about Nikita's palette. So Nikita came out with some makeup bits. Come out with Dragon Beauty, which is her line. It's a cool name. The ad for it,
All the apologies, and B is for the boy who walked down the street, and L is for the love that we couldn't see, and O is for the
I don't know.
Oh, Lord. Again.
Nikita's products are something that I personally wouldn't buy, and that's because I don't, oh my god, this is gonna sound so shady, but I don't buy YouTuber stuff. I really don't. I don't buy celebrity stuff unless it's Justin Bieber. All the people that say, imagine liking Justin Bieber in 2019, yes, I do. I have since I was like 10.5. So I want to just mention that real quickly though. I like Justin Bieber. He says some really effed up and messed up things, but like, give people room to grow, give people room to develop, and I have with him, and I genuinely think that he is trying to at least make the effort of change, and I think he's calmed down over these years and realized that, you know, being crazy and doing stuff for the attention isn't worth it. And I guess the difference between him and Nikita is Nikita just happens to keep this cycle going. Let me be disturbing, let me be controversial to stay relevant. And I promise you, like Justin said, and like Justin's actions, the more you're trying to push this and push this and push this, it's gonna backfire. The commercial for it was different from any other beauty guru, and I can definitely appreciate about Nikita. She's always thinking outside the box and just doing something wild, which is either gonna work for her or it's just not gonna work. People are either gonna love it or just think this is crazy and just her trying to do too much. Whole face contour egg face thing. Nikita trying to explain what her palettes were about. If you want me to buy these products, you gotta sell them right. Nikita's gorgeous. Like, coming from somebody who's a beauty guru anyways, I get it, looking good is part of it, but you also have to make sure that your relationship between your fans is there. You have to make sure your products are actually genuinely packaged decently, okay? So with Nikita, I haven't heard any stories of like hairs being in eyeshadow palettes, so that's good, Nikita. At least you can say you haven't done that, unlike other people. I'm so shady today, but you know what? I'm living for it. I'm living for a bit of shade. Why not? I mean, the UK is constantly shady, so why can't I be shady, you know? Speaking of palettes, Nikita decided to do a pop-up shop, which I'm sure we all heard about. It was just a whole mess, okay? Nikita, you have millions of followers, okay? But listen to me when I say this. Just because you have millions of followers, people can like you for different reasons. People can like you because they like your outfits, and then you've got people that actually like you because they like your videos and they like you. They will watch you, they will do anything for you, right? But with Nikita, I think the majority of people who genuinely watch her and who engage with her on Instagram are people who just like her outfits and like to see what she's getting up to, but they actually won't buy palettes. They won't actually turn up to pop-up shops and to events because they don't feel like they need to do that for you. If we're really gonna go there and compare, I'm gonna compare really quickly. So with James Charles and Jeffree Star, the differences between them is the fact that when they did pop-up shops, they had thousands of people show up. And the reason for that is, even if you don't like these people, I have to admit, the relationship with their fans is there, and the way they sell a product is on top. They sell a product so well that it becomes so annoying, like, oh, they're bringing out the Morphe palette again. But they do it in a way where it's just like stuck in our heads. Okay, you know what brand they're associated with, Morphe, this, that, and the other. Anyways, Nikita did a pop-up store in Los Angeles, and I'm sure people were saying in comments like, oh my god, I'm gonna be there, and then the day of the pop-up shop, you could see how uncomfortable Nikita was probably feeling. Like, Nikita pulled up to the place with the security, with her mother, with like a whole team, and I'm just thinking, okay, you would probably think like it would be jam-packed, people trying to like get a picture of Nikita, people trying to like push past, trying to see, oh my god, Nikita's there, like Nikita, do you know what I mean? But no, you don't get that. Not even close. You just see Nikita walk out of an elevator, I believe. You just see her team squeezing her as if fans are attacking, when, honey, look around you. Nobody's present apart from people who are literally waving from a distance. Like, The reason why I'm saying it like that is because Nikita has let it get to her head that she's famous. Like, all the celebrities want to hang out with her. Without her, it's not a party. Without her, it's not a show. And it's good to be confident in your own skin. But like I said a million times, it is cockiness. It is overconfidence. It bit her on the ass when she showed up to the pop-up shop and hardly anybody was there. Nikita, if you're watching this, sweetie, it probably sounds like I'm being very shady and mean. I'm not like other drama channels who just talk about stuff and not actually comment on things. I do want to say that don't let things get to you. Just because you have this big following, just because you're living in Los Angeles, you're associated with this celebrity and doing that, whatever. It's great to have nice things, don't get me wrong, but you are so big-headed to the point where it's like you don't even realize the real reality of things. The thing with you is that it was bound to happen. It was literally bound to happen. It was just a matter of when. And there's so much that we can learn from a situation like this. The first thing being that if something good happens for you, great. But don't let it take over you. Don't let it be like, oh my god, I have this, I have that now, you don't have this. Don't start changing up and switching up because you had the same energy a year ago, honey. Be proud of things that you have, great, celebrate it, but don't start switching up and changing up because you're now hanging out with Kylie Jenner, because you're now hanging out with this person. Like, Kylie Jenner, she's a god for a bunch of you, but she's never really been a god for me. I've never really understood the hype. Like, I can appreciate she's there, she's pretty, but I don't worship these people. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you guys can also learn things about this kind of attitude and behavior. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.